Before starting the video, look at these absolutely fantastic Vauxhall Masterfit overalls that somebody that visited the stand managed to acquire. The lad himself has an Astra G Bertone Linea Rosso, which he is in the process of restoring, and now he's got the appropriate attire with which to restore it. So I decided to have a go at the headlights on the Astra Bertone. The headlights themselves had suffered from UV aging and had done what all plastic fronted headlights do and gone this sort of horrible faded colour. Now, one thing that I was told by one of the visitors to the stand, I didn't catch your name, but thank you very much for the advice because it was excellent advice, is use straight lines. Don't use swirls as I was doing, but sand in a straight line, and that way you don't introduce swirls into the paintwork. He also advised that I put some masking tape around the edges of bodywork that you can see exposed there. If you're doing this yourself and you've got the time to do it, remove the headlights from the car, but because I didn't want to remove the headlights, this particular method was just as good. You can also see I've put some newspaper in the way as well to catch any runoff that comes off of the headlights themselves. I started with some 800 grade wet and dry paper, and I used detailing spray to provide the liquid that we required for a smooth sand, but also it has some sort of added lubricants as well, which help reduce friction but also allowed me to get quite a good quality polish going on, or quite a good finish. You can actually see the runoff is quite bizarre. What was actually happening was the more I sanded, the more this sort of weird gummy sort of plastic stuff actually came off, which suggested I was eaten into the top layer of the headlight. Now, because this is the Astra Bertone convertible, it's actually a 1.8 exclusive, the headlights have black inserts, so the actual inside of the headlight is black, and that was something that Vauxhall did at the time with their sportier model offerings. So the Vectra C SRI, for example, had headlights that had the black insert. After the 800 grade wet and dry, I then went over with some 1200 grade. Now, this isn't, or wasn't rather, just a quick 5 minutes between stages. This was a good full 20 minutes of sanding with the appropriate media. So 20 minutes of 800, 20 minutes of 1200, and then finishing off with a 20-minute polish with some G3. The final thing that you want to do, so you obviously protect the headlights from future degradation, is to use some actual proper wax to coat the headlights and keep on top of that wax coating. So every time you wax the car, also wax the headlights. You can see there I'm actually applying the G3 now, and I worked that in over the course of probably about 10-20 minutes or so, and you can see that that final coat of G3 is really what was really sort of like the final coat of polish that sort of removed all of the minute scratches that were introduced by the wet and dry paper and brought back the headlights to quite good effect. Actually, they're not perfect because they've been on the car since 2006, but they do look a lot better than they did previously. Obviously you need to repeat this step on the other side, but once done you would have saved yourself quite a bit of money by having to buy a new pair of headlights, and you'll have something that looks pretty good. As you can see there, applied the final layer of wax, and we were done. Here we have before, and in a moment, after. Anyway, thanks for watching, don't forget to subscribe, see you soon.